For 25 years, Jim Bones Mackay stood beside Phil Mickelson through every triumph, every heartbreak, and every scandal. He was there when Mickelson won 5 of his 6 majors. He was there through 41 PGA Tour victories. He was the first person to show up when Mickelson's wife Amy was diagnosed with breast cancer in 2009. And now, as Mickelson faces the most devastating allegations of his career, a bombshell report detailing misconduct spanning decades, Bones has finally broken his silence. What he said has sent shockwaves through the golf world. The man who knows Mickelson better than almost anyone is revealing a side of the story that nobody expected. Jim Bones Mackay was more than just a caddy to Phil Mickelson. He was a confidant, a strategist, a friend, and a brother in arms. Their partnership began in 1992 during the U.S. Open qualifying rounds in Memphis. For 25 years, they dominated the PGA Tour together, winning 41 events and 5 major championships, including 3 Masters, 2004, 2006, 2010, a PGA Championship, 2005, and the Open Championship, 2013. But in 2017, they parted ways. The decision was mutual, both men insisted. There wasn't an incident, Mickelson said at the time. It was just, I think we both needed a change. His brother, Tim, took over as his caddy. Since then, Bones has largely stayed quiet about his former boss. He's shifted to broadcasting, where he's been an on-course commentator and analyst, respected for his extraordinary golf IQ. He's also been on the bag for Justin Thomas, building a new partnership while honoring the old one. But with the recent bombshell allegations against Mickelson, the golf world turned to Bones for answers. What did he know? What did he see? And why hasn't he spoken out? Now, for the first time, Bones has broken his silence, not to condemn, but to reveal something far more complicated. Mickelson has never lost respect for Bones. In fact, he's spoken publicly about what made their relationship so special. When I went through the most difficult time in my life, when Amy was going through her battle with cancer, the first person to show up was Bones, Mickelson said on the Dan Patrick Show. That really taught me a lot, because what I learned through that process is when people are going through a tough time, you just show up. Bones and his wife, Jen, were there when Mickelson needed them most. It was a moment that transcended their professional relationship. We've shared highs and lows on and off the golf course, Mickelson said. Ryder Cup, President's Cup, and team events have been incredible experiences for us to partake in because they're so stressful and emotional. When they split, both men handled it with grace. Mickelson's statement at the time read, "After 25 very rewarding and memorable years, Bones and I have mutually decided to end our player-caddy relationship. Our decision is not based on a single incident. We just feel it's the right time for a change." Mickelson even joked about the split, saying, "Bones has not used his veto this year, and I heard a rumor that he is trying to pass his veto to Tim." For the record, vetoes are non-transferable. Bones responded with equal class. "I wish Phil nothing but the best. His game is still at an elite level, and when he wins in the future, definitely the Masters, I will be among the first to congratulate him." But that was then. Now, the relationship is being tested by allegations that Bones never could have anticipated. For years, rumors swirled that Mickelson owed Bones money, reportedly over $900,000, that went unpaid for more than a decade. The rumors said that this financial dispute was the real reason for their split. Some fans even called Mickelson a dirtbag for allegedly not paying his caddy. But Mickelson fought back. In a now famous Twitter exchange, he posted financial records to prove he actually overpaid Bones. "Janet, not sure where you got your ridiculous information. Here you go. You'll see I paid him 13.9%, which is $1 million more than the going rate," Mickelson wrote. "The reason is I chose to pay him money from my retirement account, which I've not yet received, but chose to anyways. I don't know another pro who does this. He repeated the claim on another occasion, tweeting, I overpaid Bones $1 million more than any other player. 14% on all earnings, and I have the financial records to prove it. Where do you come up with such misinformation? Ask Bones. He'll tell you too. Despite the public defense, the rumor has persisted. And with the new allegations against Mickelson, some fans have pointed to his treatment of Bones as evidence of a pattern of behavior. The Scratch investigation by Alan Shipnuck, published in late June 2026, detailed allegations so serious that they shattered the carefully constructed image of one of golf's most beloved figures. The report, which interviewed 19 sources, painted a picture of a man who had been hiding in plain sight for decades. The most explosive allegation came from Ashley Perez, the former wife of fellow LIV golf player Pat Perez. She claimed that during the 2015 Barclays tournament, Mickelson showed her a full-body picture of himself naked with an erection while flexing one bicep on his phone. Ashley told Scratch, Phil says to me, I'm going to leave my bedroom door open tonight. When Pat falls asleep, I want you to come see me. The report also revealed that Mickelson had been kicked out of the Farms Golf Club in Rancho Santa Fe after a female employee accused him of non-consensual and inappropriate physical contact. According to multiple sources, Mickelson approached the employee, made inappropriate physical contact, and was confronted by club officials mid-round before being told to vacate the premises. The report also detailed how Mickelson would allegedly pay club employees $500 to drive his phone around the course to trick his wife Amy into thinking he was playing golf while he went to secret rendezvous. Mickelson's attorney, Tom Clare, released a statement pushing back against the allegations. Some of the allegations circulating about Mr. Mickelson are false, and others revisit mistakes he has already acknowledged, publicly or privately, the statement read. Mr. Mickelson has never been expelled from a golf club. His membership has never been revoked by a golf club. Those decisions were his alone. Amid the firestorm, Bones has finally broken his silence. He hasn't addressed the allegations directly, but his comments have revealed something unexpected, a deep, abiding respect for the man he caddied for across a quarter century. When asked about Mickelson's recent struggles, Bones pivoted to his old boss's legendary competitiveness. I think Phil's the guy that would think he could win the Masters into his 60s, he said. It's just the way he's built. He's back playing competitive golf again, now on his tour. So I would expect he'll show up at the Masters and he'll be intent on winning. The comment was significant because it spoke to Mickelson's resilience. The man who has been written off, criticized, and now accused of the worst misconduct of his career is still, in Bones' mind, the same competitor who won 5 majors with him on the bag. When asked about Mickelson's 2010 Masters win, Bones shared a story about luck and how every major winner needs it. To win a major, 2 things have to happen. You have to play really, really well, and you have to get lucky, he said. He recalled Mickelson's iconic shot at the 13th hole at Augusta, where the ball landed on a patch of turf in the middle of a creek. There was one about the size of a manhole cover in the middle of the creek, and this ball was sitting on it. That lucky break helped Mickelson secure his 3rd green jacket. But behind the luck, there was always a fierce competitiveness. Phil does everything for the dopamine, one of his former friends told Scratch. Whether it's the way he plays golf, all the gambling, chasing chicks on the road, going to LIV, it's all based on this very deep need to have action at all times. Bones knows that side of Mickelson better than anyone, and his decision to stay silent, or to speak only with careful praise, is itself a statement. Phil Mickelson is one of the greatest golfers who ever lived. 6 majors, 45 PGA Tour wins, a legacy that should have placed him alongside the legends of the game. Instead, he finds himself isolated, his reputation in ruins, and his future in professional golf uncertain. Bones Mackay stands as one of the few people who still sees the man behind the controversy. He was there for the highs and the lows. He knows the Mickelson who showed up for his wife during her cancer battle. He knows the Mickelson who overpaid his caddy because he valued their relationship. And he knows the Mickelson who could never stop competing. The questions now are impossible to ignore. Can Phil Mickelson ever rebuild his legacy? Will Bones ever fully break his silence on what he saw? And what does it say about the people we idolize when we learn who they really are behind the curtain? One thing is certain. The man who once had the world at his feet now has nowhere to go. And that's the most tragic story of all.